Hello and welcome to my channel, Bookzo English. My name is Avenel, and wow, I'm honestly so happy you're here today. Let me tell you something. Learning English is not only about books, classrooms, or sitting in front of a desk. No. English is alive, it's moving, it's breathing, and it's walking with you when you step outside. You see, when you travel, when you walk in the park, when you sit on a bus or train, your ears can become your best teachers. That's right, your ears. Because listening is the secret skill that makes your English natural, smooth, and confident. Without listening, speaking feels heavy. But with listening, speaking becomes light, easy, almost automatic. So today, I want to share with you a journey, not just a lesson, but a new way to live with English. Imagine you are walking to school, or maybe you're traveling to another city. Instead of wasting time, you're training your brain. You're catching words, you're hearing sounds, and you're letting English flow into your mind like music. Doesn't that sound exciting? And one more thing, I want to hear from you. After this lesson, what topic do you want me to cover next? Do you want more English for walking, for traveling, or maybe for daily conversations at home? Your ideas help me make better lessons for you. All right, let's dive in. You know, when we talk about listening skill for walking or traveling, some people think, "Oh, I don't have time for English." But guess what? Walking time is learning time. Travel time is practice time. That's the beauty of it. You don't need extra hours. You don't need to change your life. You only need to change your ears. Let's take an example. You're walking to the market. 10 minutes, right? Normally you just look around, maybe check your phone, or think about random stuff. But what if, in those 10 minutes, you listen to an English podcast for beginners? Or maybe a short story with slow English? What happens? Slowly, your ears start to love the sound. Slowly, your brain starts to understand without translation. This is the magic. And don't worry if you don't understand everything. Honestly, even if you understand just one or two words, it's still progress. Because the goal is not perfection, the goal is connection, the goal is rhythm. The goal is to make English a natural part of your daily walk. I remember when I first started learning English, I used to walk around my neighborhood with my headphones. People thought I was just listening to music, but actually, I was listening to English conversations. Sometimes I didn't get it, like zero. But I kept walking, I kept listening. And you know what? After weeks, my brain started catching small pieces. A word here, a phrase there. It felt like finding little treasures on the road. And when I spoke, my tongue started copying those sounds. So here's the lesson for you. Don't pressure yourself to understand every single word. Just listen. Listen like a child. Listen like the world is singing in English and you're enjoying the song. Now let's make this practical. Imagine you're traveling on a bus. The road is kinda long. People are talking. The bus is noisy. Perfect time, right? You open a simple English podcast. You hear something like, "Hello, how are you today?" And your brain goes, "Ah, I know this." Then you hear, "Today we will talk about food." Maybe you don't catch the rest. But your ears are active, your brain is alive, and you're practicing. This is what I want you to do. Use every step, every journey, every bus ride as a classroom. But not a boring classroom, a moving, living classroom. Some of you might say, but Avenil, what if I don't have internet when I walk or travel? Oh, I feel you. That happens to me too. Here's the trick. Download simple audios before you leave home. Save a few small lessons on your phone. That way, even if the internet disappears, your English stays with you. It's like carrying a little English teacher in your pocket. Cool, right? And don't just listen once. Repeat. Repetition is gold. If you listen to the same short audio 5 times while walking, your brain starts to memorize the sound. You will surprise yourself. Next time, when someone speaks in real life, you'll think, hey, I've heard this before. Now let's talk about feelings. Listening while walking or traveling is not just practice. It's also emotional. Sometimes when I listened to English stories while walking at sunset, I felt peaceful. Other times when I listened to motivational talks on the bus, I felt strong, like I could do anything. That's why I tell you, choose what makes you feel alive. Don't just listen to boring things. Pick stories, songs, conversations that light up your heart. Because emotion connects memory. When you feel something, you remember better. One small exercise for you. Next time you go out walking, choose one phrase. For example, I can do it. Listen to this phrase many times. Whisper it to yourself as you walk. Feel it in your steps. I can do it. I can do it. This is not only language practice. This is motivation. This is confidence. And when you travel, do the same. Pick a phrase like, I am learning every day. Listen, repeat, breathe. Let English move with your body. You'll notice your brain and your feet start to move in the same rhythm. English becomes your companion, not your enemy. Okay, let's slow down for a second. Listening skill is not magic. It's a daily habit. But the beautiful thing is, you already walk, you already travel. So why not make those moments your free classroom? Remember, don't stress if you understand little. Don't give up if you feel lost. Listening is like planting seeds. You don't see the plant on day 1, but after many walks, many bus rides, suddenly you'll see green. Suddenly, you'll understand sentences that once felt impossible. So promise me one thing. Next time you step outside, put English in your ears. Even for 5 minutes. Even if you feel tired, just do it. Because small steps create big change. All right, that's the end of chapter 1. In the next chapter, we'll go deeper. We'll learn special ways to train your ears, how to choose the best audio, and how to make listening super fun. But before I go, please tell me in the comments if you notice any mistakes or if something feels unclear. Many people stop watching early, but you stayed till now. That means you care, and I care about you too. Let's grow together. Chapter 2. The Journey of Listening While Walking. When you walk, your mind often starts to wander. You think about yesterday or maybe tomorrow. Sometimes you think about school, work, or problems in life. But walking can become more than just moving your body. It can become a journey for your ears. Listening while walking is powerful because your steps and the rhythm of English can join together like music. Imagine this. You are walking down the street, and in your ears, someone is speaking English slowly and clearly. Your feet go left, right, and at the same time, the voice in your headphones says simple words. Good morning. How are you today? Suddenly, your body and mind are learning together. Walking is not only exercise for your body, it can be exercise for your language too. Every time you take a step, you can connect it with a sound. This rhythm makes English stick inside your memory. Think of children. They don't sit with grammar books when they are small. They hear sounds again and again, and while they play, while they walk, while they move, they learn. You can learn the same way. Walking gives you this natural space where your brain is relaxed. And when you are relaxed, your ears catch more English. Now imagine you are walking in the park. The sun is warm, the trees are quiet, and in your ears, there is a small English story. The words are simple, the sentences are slow, and you repeat some of them softly as you walk. It feels like the story is walking with you, step by step. This is not just practice, it's a memory you are creating. Later, when you hear the same story again, your brain will remember not only the words, but also the walk, the air, the feelings. Language becomes part of your life, not just part of your study. Some people ask, but what if I get distracted while walking? What if my mind goes away? That is okay. Actually, it is natural. Don't fight it. Just let the English be in your background. Even if your attention goes away for a moment, your ears are still open. You don't need to control every second. English is like water. It flows in. And with time, you will see that you understand more and more, even without effort. Listening while walking is also a way to connect your body and your emotions with English. Sometimes when you walk faster, the English feels faster. Sometimes when you slow down, you can focus on small details in the sound. Try it. Next time you walk, play a short dialogue. Listen carefully. Walk slowly. Notice how the words come, how the voice rises and falls. Then walk a little faster. Feel how the rhythm of your steps changes the rhythm of your listening. This experience makes English alive. Let me tell you something personal. Once, I walked for 30 minutes listening to a simple English podcast about food. At the beginning, I was bored. Honestly, I felt like stopping. But I kept walking. I kept listening. After 15 minutes, I started to hear small words again and again. Apple, bread, dinner, hungry. At first, they were just sounds. But then suddenly they started to feel clear. By the time I reached home, I was whispering the words to myself. And when I sat down to eat, those same words came back to my mind. This is the power of listening while walking. The body remembers, the ears remember, the heart remembers. And here's the beautiful part. Walking is something you already do every day. You don't need a special place. You don't need special time. You just need to carry English in your pocket. Walking to the bus stop? Listen. Walking to the shop? Listen. Walking to school? Listen. Every step is a chance to grow your language. It doesn't matter if people look at you and wonder why you're smiling or whispering in English. You are building a new habit. You are planting seeds in your brain. Later, when you speak, the words will come out like they were always inside you. Walking with English is not about speed. It's not about perfection. It's about presence. It's about letting your ears drink the sound again and again until it feels natural. Think of it like background music. Even when you don't notice it, the music shapes your mood. In the same way, even when you don't focus too hard, English listening shapes your language. So next time you tie your shoes and step outside, remember this. You are not only walking through your street or your city, you are walking through the world of English. With each step, you are closer to understanding, closer to confidence, closer to the English life you dream about. Chapter 3: Listening Adventures on the Road. Traveling is a strange and beautiful time. You are between places. You are not at home, but you are not at your destination yet. This in-between moment is a gift for English learning. When you travel, on a bus, on a train, or even in a car, you can use your ears to create an adventure. Listening becomes your travel partner, your guide, and your secret tool for growing. Think about the last time you traveled. Maybe you looked out the window and saw trees, shops, and people passing by. The journey felt long. Sometimes waiting can be boring. But imagine instead that your headphones are on and you are listening to an English conversation about travel itself. The speaker says, "Where are you going?" And another voice answers, "I am going to the city." Suddenly, your own journey connects with their journey. You are not only moving on the road, you are moving inside the English language. Traveling is emotional. You feel excited to go somewhere new, or maybe nervous because the trip is long. These emotions are powerful for learning. When your heart is awake, your brain remembers more. That is why listening while traveling can stay in your memory longer than listening at home. If you hear a new word during a trip, you may connect it with that moment forever. Later, when you hear the same word, your brain will bring back the memory of the bus or the train. Language and life join together. When I was younger, I often took long trips by bus. At first, I wasted the hours staring at my phone or just waiting for time to pass. But then I decided to use those hours differently. I downloaded simple English podcasts and short stories before leaving home. On the bus, I pressed play. The first minutes were difficult. The engine was loud, people were talking, and I could not hear clearly. But slowly, my ears adjusted. I started to catch words. I repeated them softly to myself. The rhythm of the bus became part of my listening. And when the bus stopped at the final station, I felt like I had not only traveled in space, but also traveled in English. Sometimes traveling brings surprises. Maybe the bus is late. Maybe the road is busy. Maybe the train is crowded. These are moments when patience is important, and listening can help you. Instead of feeling frustrated, you can turn those minutes into a small English lesson. You play a short audio, and suddenly waiting is no longer empty. It is useful. You are not wasting time. You are planting seeds. Traveling also teaches you about focus. When you listen on the road, there are many sounds around you: horns, voices, footsteps, engines. At first, you may think it is too noisy to learn. But actually, this noise trains your ears. You learn to find English inside the noise. You learn to pay attention even when the world is busy. And this is exactly what real life is like. In real conversations, there is always some noise. So if you can train your listening while traveling, you will be stronger in real life too. I remember one trip where I listened to the same English story 3 times in a row. The first time, I only caught a few words. The second time, I caught some sentences. The third time, I felt the story become clear. All of this happened while the bus was moving through small towns, with people getting on and off. That day, I realized something. Travel is not lost time. Travel is hidden learning time. When you travel, you also see new places, and these places can connect with the English you hear. If the audio talks about food and you pass by a restaurant, your mind makes a picture. If the audio says mountain and you see one outside your window, the word becomes stronger in your memory. This connection between sound and sight makes learning deeper. It's like your brain says, "Oh, I know this word. I saw it with my eyes while I heard it with my ears." Travel listening is not only about catching words, it's also about feeling the flow of English. You don't need to understand every word. You don't need to stop the audio again and again. Just let it play. Let the sound of English fill the air while you move. Trust me, your brain is smarter than you think. Even when you feel lost, your brain is collecting patterns. One day, those patterns will surprise you when you suddenly understand without translation. So next time you prepare for a trip, don't only pack your bag. Pack your English too. Download audios, choose a story, maybe prepare a small playlist. Make traveling your private classroom. Make the road your teacher. Step by step, mile by mile, you will see that English grows inside you, just like the journey grows outside you.